Here's some information for you guys that I find very interesting during my investigational journalism this morning. The FCC is who handles the renewals for the broadcasting licenses for companies like NBC, ABC, MSNBC, all the national news networks. They can actually have their license revoked or suspended if they conduct themselves in a manner that is contrary to the public interest. That's out on the internet. It's from an article published in 2019, and it specifically states if an entity, a news outlet like ABC, NBC, any of the national broadcasting or any of the broadcasting companies actually report or present to the public misleading information that could be detrimental to the public interest, they can be fined, suspended, or their license revoked. Think about what those words mean. Do you actually think that the left-leaning news outlets provide accurate, correct, and fact-based news to the American public? I challenge today, after the disgraceful so-called debate that we watched last night, because if they really were going to present to you and I, the American public, a factual-based debate, they would have fact-checked both candidates. Now, this morning, it's all over news media that there are at least 5 to 6 specific comments from Harris that were lies, mistruths, whatever you want to call them. She was not truthful. So their conduct, ABC's conduct, the moderator's conduct of not fact-checking that, in my opinion, and I'd love some legal input here from all of you who are in the FCC arena, they didn't fact-check that information. So now all of the American public that listened to those answers, if you believe her, have been misled. If that's not a detrimental action towards the best interests of the American public, I don't know what is. This proves my point. There has to be regulatory standards set up to protect you and me as the American public from news outlets changing, interfering, modifying, however you want to put the broad term on it, for changing the facts to fit their narrative. Because it is not in the best interest of the entire American public. 60% of the American public do not fall under their leftist ideology. So we are not getting the accurate news. And that is, according to this article, a violation of the standards set forth by the FCC. This is exactly why there has to be, from this point on, a checks and balances against the journalism and media industries. You have to have a license. You have to go through training. You have to agree to code and conduct and ethics and professional conduct, because there is none for many of the national news outlets, and they do not report the factual news. How about them apples? Where is the FCC? Why are they not doing their job in maintaining and enforcing the news media present unbiased facts? Because by not doing that, you are causing 60% of the American people, 60%, are not hearing the actual news, the actual facts, and so therefore it is a detriment to all of us, which is a violation. How much longer are you and I going to allow this to happen? That's the question. It's got to stop. Imagine what have happened on this day, 9/11, if you and I had not been given the actual facts of what was happening. That's the catastrophe that we are facing, people. And we've got to get it under control. We have to. Where's the FCC? Why aren't you doing your job in policing the national news and the journalists within those organizations? We deserve an answer. Now.